Saint of the day, Saint Saturninus. Saturninus, Bishop of Taulos and martyr, November 29 AD 257. Saint Saturninus went from Rome by the direction of Pope Fabian about the year 245 to preach the faith in Gaul, where Saint Tropimus, the first bishop of Arles, had some time before gathered a plentiful harvest. In the year 250, when Decius and Gratius were consuls, Saint Saturninus fixed his episcopal see at Taulos. Fortunatus tells us that he converted a great number of idolaters by his preaching and miracles. This is all the account we have of him till the time of his holy martyrdom. The author of his Acts, who wrote about 50 years after his death, relates that he assembled his flock in a small church and that the Capitol, which was the chief temple in the city, lay in the way between that church and the saints' habitation. In this temple, oracles were given, but the devils were struck dumb by the presence of the saint as he passed that way. The priest spied him one day going by and seized and dragged him into the temple, declaring that he would either appease the offended deities by offering sacrifice to them or expiate the crime with his blood. Saturninus boldly replied, I adore one holy God, and to him I am ready to offer a sacrifice of praise. Your gods are devils and are more delighted with the sacrifice of your souls than with those of your bullocks. How can I fear them who, as you acknowledge, tremble before a Christian? The infidels, incensed at this reply, abused the saint with all the rage that a mad zeal could inspire, and after a great variety of indignities, tied his feet to a wild bull, which was brought tighter to be sacrificed. The beast, being driven from the temple, ran violently down the hill, so the martyr's skull was broken and his brain dashed out. His happy soul was released from the body by death and fled to the kingdom of peace and glory. And the bull continued to drag the sacred body, and the limbs and blood was scattered on every side, till the cord breaking, what remained of the trunk was left in the plain without the gates of the city. Two devout women laid the sacred remains on the bier and hid them in a deep ditch to second them from any further insult, where they lay in wooden coffin till the reign of Constantine the Great. Then Hilary, Bishop of Taulos, built a small chapel over his holy predecessor's body, Silvius, Bishop of the city, towards the close of the 4th century. Began to build a magnificent church in honor of the martyr, which was finished and consecrated by his successor Exuperius, who with great pomp and piety translated the venerable relics into it. This precious treasure remains here to this day with due honor. The martyrdom of the saint probably happened in the reign of Valerian II in 257.